are live here on Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John BRECKO. The reason why that end was so long is because Ruben had his finger up for about 45 seconds, and I'm over here trying to hold it like I'm a part of the opera and shit. You know, Ruben's trying to collapse one of my lungs before we even get the show going. This is crazy. Ruben, Ruben, how you doing, man?
I'm doing, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Listen, yeah. I love the vocals that you have everybody going with. I love whatever setting you have it at because
it's just an over setting. You're just getting the reverb from the hall, probably.
Dude, it's echoing out the door, and I am here for it. And I'm hoping this is coming off like a wrestling promo to somebody, and it feels like I'm about to throw somebody off the staircase. Like I hope so. I hope we're getting that vibe going here in this building.
Like we're
now.
Going to throw.
I'm about to drop an elbow off the staircase. Listen, we have a door that for some reason
just leads to an open space.
It just leads to an open space of like air. We're on the second floor.
And I was planning on putting the exit sign there. You know that.
Like
right?
This is you absolutely should, because that is some cartoon bullshit in this studio right now. Like that is like some Tom and Jerry like scenario that you're trying to make something happen to somebody. But I love it though. It's great.
You love it, right? Yeah, door to nowhere.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, man, I'm very excited about this guest.
Yes, you are.
He was just about to tell me a really great story before you very rudely interrupted him.
Well, you guys could have had a conversation.
I don't know, but it was about him.
Make sure you wanted to go on the air.
It was about him. It was about him working in the kitchen. You also said his food is dirty, which you've never tasted his food. So that was kind of messed up.
See, he's putting words in my mouth. A typical Democrat here.
Nah, man. No, I heard all that shit you were talking about his food.
Mm-hmm. Like
don't worry.
He probably could cook better than you.
Yeah. I'm sure he could. You're lucky if I walk into a kitchen and it doesn't explode. And I'm fat, so that's a problem.
Yeah,
but anyways,
no pizza for you.
That's okay. I got some in the fridge. But I am very, very happy to have this guest on, and a little bit about him just to get us started. So our guest today is a gifted bilingual singer-songwriter from Montreal, Canada, who has been influenced by the work of Simon & Garfunkel, Ed Sheeran, Louis Capaldi, and many others. He does attribute his increasing visibility to his strategic media exposure, but he also attributes it to his engaging performances on stage and credits podcasts for better illustrating his story, such as the David Bradley podcast, and hopefully in moments this very show, as well as interviews with CT Fee Regina and Canadian Beats. A quote from his website: looking ahead, this man is set to release his new single, which was one of the songs we'll be playing today before I looked it over. He released it in the summer of 2024. We'll definitely be talking about it, which promises to be another stepping stone in his expanding musical career. It's important to bring it up because summer has officially passed, and we have a lot to talk about. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for ELLIS SCHOEL! Ruben, don't try to steal my thunder. Ruben started yelling over me.
Yeah!
I could hear him just a little bit. Ellis, how you doing, man? How was your summer? Let me know what's up, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Summer was awesome. Summer was super, super busy. A lot of new songs have been being worked on. It was a beautiful summer.
Sure.
Very, very, very hot, I would say, actually.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit. So I'm in Montreal, but I traveled to Nashville somewhat a lot, and man, like
it was hot down there.
It's different over there, man. Like,
because I'm in New Jersey, and I thought it was hot up here, because it was hitting like 95 some days, and I was not about it. Like, yeah. I year round have my winter jacket on. I can't totally help that, but it was hot down here, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys are probably pretty similar to what we get around here. Like, are you close to the water in New Jersey?
I'm about an hour away from the beach, so I'm not super close to it. But when
All
you
right.
get by the water, like it feels nice. You feel the breeze coming in from the water. Like
That
you could be in like a heat wave. It's still nice by the water.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That the Atlantic Ocean breeze coming in there.
No, but
Yeah, that's wonderful.
it's nice though, man. It always feels nice. It's never felt cold to me. Like you get off the beach and it's just different.
Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, well yeah, it was like it was so humid. Like to be
Yeah.
quite honest with you. I mean,
Okay.
just be walking outside and stuff like that and it was crazy.
Nah, I
But
feel that.
yeah, man. How was your
S-
summer?
See, but I got to say this before I get into my summer. So,
Okay.
cuz me and my wife keep our house really cold, right?
Okay.
So, like half of this heat wave, because I'm cold in the house, I'm still walking out with the hoodie on. I'm probably looking like a fucking psychopath as soon as I walk out the door. You know, it's 90 degrees, my house is cold, and it just looks like I got this on anyway.
Damn.
I know I'm looking crazy to somebody, but I mean,
I don't know how you do that. You go with the hoodie, it's outside like that. Oh.
see, if the house is cold, you just want to be warm in there.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I
true.
mean?
Yeah,
You're not thinking about the outside. Like
yeah, 100%.
obviously it's coming off, but like I know for like a little bit, especially because I'm gonna have AC on in my car, that I'm gonna have the hoodie on for a little while.
Yeah, I hear you. And the thing, hoodies, they are so comfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I mean, personally, we're like September 30th right now, and like, it's about to be fall and stuff like that, and like,
Yeah.
I just love that. I love when it gets to sort of, I mean, we do it sort of in the Celsius here, so it's about,
Yeah.
like 15 degrees Celsius kind of thing, and
What
you're just like, you're
what
going out.
I gotta ask the important questions on Hamilton Radio. What's your take on long sleeve shirts?
Bro, I'm wearing one right now. Yeah,
see,
I love it.
see, I'm more of a fan of a hoodie than I am a long sleeve shirt personally. Like
Yeah,
I have a few, but like if I had to pick one, I'd rather go the short sleeve and the hoodie game. You know what I
I
mean?
think you're right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Something about the hoodie, especially like if the inside of it is like soft,
Because you
like
can't do a long sleeve shirt and a hoodie. Then it starts getting weird.
then you're like,
Then it's hugging you a little bit too much.
yeah,
And
it's
especially on the
long
arms,
sleeves
you're
on
like, what
long
is going
sleeves.
on?
If you want to roll them up, you got to do both of them. It's like, what is?
Yeah, man. Nah, we can't do that. That's too much on the arms at once.
Yeah,
It's hugging me
let the
too
arms
much.
free.
I don't need that. It's making me claustrophobic.
Oh my
I
God.
can't do
Oof.
that.
Yeah, no. Oh
All
my God.
right. So there are many different things that you credit for increasing your visibility. Some of them we mentioned in the intro. Another example is your involvement with the Quebec version of American Idol, Star Academe. Hopefully, I pronounced that right.
Yeah, that's pretty
You
good.
know,
Yeah.
you also mentioned your strategic media exposure. I think this would be a good first question to ask for anyone else who is aspiring to put out music of their own. How did your music journey start, and how did you create exposure for yourself? I think that would be good for other up and coming artists to know how you did
Definitely.
that.
Definitely, man. I mean, music journey really started. I mean, it started when I was really young, like just like in school and stuff like that. But like, um, it started a lot when I would start to perform out. And I think a good way to go about that is just to bring it up in conversation, like with
Okay.
people that like, hey guys, like I'm a musician, I like to sing some songs, I like to be on stage kind of thing. And it's funny, like a lot of people, even people that aren't necessarily musicians, like everybody knows somebody. Like
Yeah.
everybody, like, yeah, like so just talking about it, just putting it out there, saying, oh, I'm a musician. Oh, I would love to play some shows and things like that. Like, and a lot of people most people will be very willing to just be like, oh yeah, like maybe
Maybe I'll come check it out
I know
sometime.
this. Yeah, they'll come check it out. Or it's like, oh, I know this person is putting on this event. Let me ask them if they want like a musician there. Like, there's it's really about, yeah, like talking about it and putting it out there and discussing sort of
So
the path
basically,
you want to do it.
you kind of credit it to word of mouth, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Like my personal story with it was that like my my mom's cousin, who he's a photographer, but he was a photographer for this band. And this band, they did this competition that I believe it was the same competition that then he told, well, so my mom's cousin told me about
Right.
that one, and then I entered into it. And then like through that, I met like this person who's my vocal coach, and through my vocal coach, I met these people down
Okay.
sort of Nashville, and it was like it was this sort of, yeah, like snowballing effect, but it all started with just like being like, I sing
Right.
and wanting to have that, more experiences where you're on stage kind of thing.
For sure. That makes perfect sense. So, what I want to ask, kind of following on that, have you ever had an experience where you told somebody maybe about an event and it kind of snowballed to them telling this person and them telling that person and then that person? And then you meet this, and this person. And then one person, that they tell a bunch of people too that you end up meeting. Have you ever had that kind of snowball effect?
For the event,
Just for
I
anything in
mean,
general.
yeah, definitely. I think like, I mean, it's funny. I guess like even, even if we just look at like sort of right now, like
Right.
you and me talking, like, and
Yeah.
everything, like it's, I mean, you're in New Jersey, and it's like I would have never have. I mean, we would have never been able to talk if it wasn't for like, I mean, like the people, let's say on my team reaching out to you or
Yeah,
like and
for sure.
that kind of a thing. So it's like, man, from a if we're gonna get like a little bit philosophical or whatever, like
Let's talk about
yeah, man, life
it.
is crazy, dude.
Yo.
It's like, you just sort
The
of
way
like,
you said that, I'm sitting here looking at you like I haven't smoked enough weed right now.
oh man, yeah, I know,
He
and
was just over here like
I don't know,
life's crazy, dude.
bro. We could go on a lot of that kind of stuff if you want,
It's
man.
up
I
to you.
mean, yeah,
I'm willing to take this whatever direction you want.
yeah. I think, I'm just sort of talking about like how, if you want to compare like all these roads that we go down, all these paths that we go
Yeah,
down, that you think you probably have this idea of what it might be, and
for sure.
I, I, I don't know if it always ends up being that way
I
from
mean,
that
I'm
preconceived
sure,
idea.
and from what you're saying, I'm sure, you spread the word out and you get different results with different people. And I think if you're consistent, I think what happens is, a lot of people, at least the consistent ones, they get to the same place. They just might not all take the same way to get there, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
So,
Yeah,
but
always keep going.
I do kind of want to segue because I forgot about it a little bit. And remember, Ruben interrupted this story before we got on the air, so we got to make sure that this story still happens. So you were talking a little bit about how you work in a kitchen, and obviously we could talk about music
What was
if you
that?
write anything about it in general. But what was that story you were going to tell me about the kitchen? If you remember it, I do want to talk about it really quick. If not, that's totally fine. But like while
Yeah,
I still remember it now.
yeah, man. I think anybody that has ever worked in a kitchen, or just in a maybe in a restaurant in general,
Yeah.
like can relate to, just it's more of it was a general sort of thing about how um some of the craziest things just get said
Yeah.
like while you're sort of in the middle of like a dinner rush or whatever. Like,
Yeah, you got to
uh,
make clean food so a bit of a potty mouth comes out because you can't do that on the food.
yeah, exactly,
Nope.
exactly. Well, that's it. You want to, because everybody is putting their best energy into making the best
You can
food.
have a potty mouth, just no potty food.
Yes, yeah, that's it, man. You gotta, you just gotta, yeah, eh,
Like I was
yeah,
thinking about it in my head, like you tell this story because like we had like the echo throughout the door when we started because it was open. I'm like, just watch this man like pretend he has Tourette's for like the first like 10 minutes of the show.
yeah.
Just
Well, you
over,
ever seen like I mean, essentially like the Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay stuff,
yeah, man. Just
dude?
just cursing at everybody.
Yeah,
Now Ellis Scholl's on here just yelling out random curse words, bitches, titty fingers, just out of nowhere.
yeah, no, yeah, like, oh man, where's like all the where's the lamb sauce shit? I don't know if you ever seen that one.
I probably have. It's probably in a meme somewhere.
Yeah, yeah,
People
that
were
was a good.
memeing the shit out of Gordon Ramsay for a little while there.
Yeah,
There was a stretch. Do you like the show Hot Ones?
I love the show Hot Ones.
So I remember Gordon Ramsay on there. I was like, I feel like this is just like watching Hell's Kitchen. Like I don't even need to watch it after
You're just like, oh,
seeing this,
fuck.
because
He was,
by the end of it, he's just cursing up a storm. I'm pretty sure like he pretended to like wipe his ass. Obviously, he kept his drawers on. Thank God.
like, well, yeah.
I don't need to see
Uh,
that. But
yeah,
yeah, he just put
uh,
a lemon by it just to juice it.
oh yeah, bro. I remember. Okay, yeah, because he was like, oh, this shit's so like hot that I
Yeah,
need
man,
to
that's when he was getting to the hot
prepare.
ones.
Yeah, man. What
When
do
he
you?
was
I
getting.
want to ask you this because whenever I watch that show, I always wonder how do you think you would
How do
do
I think
on
I
Hot?
would do? So I think I would be okay until I tried to bomb.
Bro,
I think I would be okay until then, and then I think the bomb would just ruin the experience altogether.
that's I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah, like I think I could get to the bomb, and I think I would be fine. It's just after that I'd be on the floor.
Like
I
you,
just you just feel it viscerally in your soul when you see somebody else do that.
yeah, they like it the whatever is going on, the feng shui of the room changes
Yeah,
when they have the bomb. Like, and Sean will tell them. He'll be
yeah.
like, guys, like you
You know
haven't gone to the bomb yet. Like,
you know what fucks me up on that show? So they put out the Scoville units. They tell you straight up what it is. And I'm looking at everybody's reaction when I see the bomb. I'm like, there is no way in hell. This is number 8. This is like 130,000. There is no fucking way. It is only that hot. Like the reaction that I'm getting compared to everything else. You're telling me this is number 8. There's only like
I'll be
100,000
honest
in
with you,
this.
man. My friend ordered the last dab one at some point.
Okay.
And we were like, what? We were like
I'm
eight
sure it's
dudes.
hot.
Like, yeah, we all tried it.
Okay.
And like it was so before I said that
So
the
there's
bomb like killed
flavor in
me,
it,
but
right?
like yeah, like
Okay.
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that crazy.
Okay.
Like,
I feel like with the last dab though, they tried to put flavor in it, but they just tried to
yeah,
make it like as hot as possible, but like with still having the flavor.
yeah, like that,
Like the
yeah,
bomb is
like
just pure pain.
that's
Yeah.
it. It's like it's just there to,
It's just there
man.
to hurt you.
Yeah, literally. It's
It's not
like
even there to taste good.
no, it's just like it's probably like getting, I don't know, like
I
some
don't
sort
know
of just
I don't know if you
fire
have
in your mouth.
wings.
Like
I don't know if you have Wingstop in Canada,
not in Montreal.
not in Montreal. Okay. Cuz I've had Wingstop before and I've had the atomic wings. That's what I kind of equate it to, only the atomic wings are not as hot. They just taste like fucking feet. Like
They taste like
yeah, like I'm looking at it and like I'll see like the burnt top of a wing and it'll look like somebody's toenail to me cuz I know what this is going to taste like.
man.
I've only had it once. I'll never have it again.
That I mean, like so not only was it spicy, like it didn't taste.
It was
It just like
hot.
was like
It was hot. It wasn't crazy hot, but it wasn't good. It didn't taste good.
uh no, yeah. I mean, I got a I was a busboy. So this is
Okay,
sort of a kitchen story if you want.
let's do it.
Um I was a busboy and maybe it was the chef or the sous chef brought in um I guess they were like habaneros in the
Okay.
kitchen one day.
Yeah.
And before service, pretty sure it was before service, he was sort of having everybody like try it and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he gave me this piece, man. And like, dude, like there was the seeds in it. Like it was big, man. And like I ate it and I
A big piece with the
literally,
seeds.
what's
A
that?
big piece with the seeds.
Big, yeah, with the
Ooh.
seeds, like a lot of seeds,
Ooh.
like like if you're thinking like,
He he
25,
he he was
20
tr-
seeds in
he
there.
was trying to hurt you.
He wanted, he was just, I don't know, man. He was having fun.
Because for anybody who doesn't know, the seeds are what has the heat.
Yeah. They really do, man. They do.
He planted the seed on you. That's all I could say there.
He plant, yeah, yeah.
So
I'll always remember his seed.
I'm sure. I'm sure after he planted it in you, you'll
It-
remember the experience of the shoe chef planting the seed.
He made
Yeah,
good
buddy.
tacos though.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
All right, that's
fire
all that
tacos.
matters.
Yeah.
It worked
Yeah.
out for everybody then. All right.
Yeah, he didn't put the habanero in the taco. It was like so the tacos was like a special thing he would do
Oh, was
sometimes.
it?
He would just like staff meal kind of thing.
All right. I
Yeah,
mean, honestly, the taco probably would have drowned it out a little bit.
probably. Yeah, like if the with the corn
Yeah,
tortilla and
he
like
was trying to
cheese and
hurt
shit
you,
like
man. He
that.
was trying to plant the seed and dip out.
Dude, I've never chugged that much. I mean, I was thinking it was oat milk or something like that that I was chugging, but like I've never.
Oh,
I took the straight bottle and
bro,
just like
bro, this man had so much spice in his mouth at once. He tried to do the milk challenge to get rid of it. Jesus Christ.
literally. Oh my God.
Yo,
Oh,
all right.
milk is
So,
good, bro. So,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So, in your interview with Canadian Beats, you mentioned many different genres you liked, including folk, rap, country, classic rock, pop, and indie music. Obviously, that's quite a handful of different and diverse genres. You also mentioned that out of all the genres you listen to, folk and pop are the ones that stuck out the most.
Hmm.
Would you say these genres are your favorite? If not, which genre would be your favorite to listen to?
Man, I mean, yes. Okay. So I would say folk, pop, that singer-songwriter genre is my favorite to listen to.
Okay.
I say that sort of having discovered some new paths, some new genres, sort of like more recently.
So, yeah, because this interview is from 2021. So, what are the new genres you've discovered recently?
Bro,
Let's
I've
talk
been
about
like loving jazz recently.
it. Okay.
Like, I
Didn't
mean,
expect
I
that.
guess what's that?
I didn't expect that.
Dude, like, so what got me into it was like Miles Davis,
Okay.
the Kind of Blue album. And I swear, man, like you can just like you can feel the music, like the person playing the instrument,
Okay.
like when like through those recordings
So, he
and
just
like
basically puts a soul into it, pretty much.
exactly, and
Okay.
all of them do. Like
Okay.
it's five. I wish I could remember. I think John Coltrane's on the album too. Like, but like
Got
it's
it.
like five jazz musicians if I'm not mistaken, and like uh each and every one of them is just like crushing it. Like, yeah, man.
That might be that
It's
might be
amazing.
something I have to check out then.
Yeah, look for jazz. Like, I think that is one of those albums that like if you want to listen to it, is just amazing. Like a
Okay.
top album ever made kind of thing. Like if you know, like if it was Pink Floyd, like, Dark Side of the Moon kind of thing. Well, I might still like Dark Side of the Moon a little bit more, but like that, it's up there with that.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Yeah, it's
So
amazing.
so why would folk and pop be like the ones that are the favorite? You mentioned, that's the singer-songwriter one. So is that what you kind of listen to for like the lyrics?
Exactly.
Okay. Got it.
Like a big, a big folk person for me is like the Bon Iver stuff.
Okay.
I really love his first album. Like sort of it's lyrical, but the way that it sort of sounds so like raw and organic, which is something that you can really find within the folk uh like world, the folk genre,
Yeah,
like is something that, yeah, that really like connects with me. Um, that like organic feel. Um, and I love sort of how he moved into using more, say, like modern things, if you will,
yeah,
like the auto-tuning stuff that he does with his voice, the
yeah,
vocoder stuff that he does with his voice, like um and still finding a way to meld it with like those organic sounds, like, like if it's acoustic guitar or like, live drum sounds kind of thing. Like he's really found like his own space that like just yeah, he's been able to blend like so much stuff together and it works. And
for sure.
pretty pretty amazing,
Yeah,
pretty
man.
impressive.
100%.
Yeah.
So you sent me a total of three of your singles, but I want to talk about the one you released this past summer first, which is called Come Back to You, and then we'll start playing some of your music with a song from what I believe is a few years back. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, with Hand on Your Heart.
Yes,
So,
sir.
all right. So, first, talk to me a little bit about Come Back to You because you just released it this past summer. I'm sure you've been performing it a little bit. I'm sure that was a big part of the reason on why your summer was as busy as you were mentioning. So, talk to me a little bit about Come Back to You.
Yeah, man, for sure. So come back to you. Which it's been somewhat delayed, to be honest.
Okay.
It is now coming out in 2 weeks from now, pretty
Okay.
much. It'll be coming out October 11th.
Ah,
John, I don't have those tracks.
you don't have any of them?
I have Hand on My Heart.
I know you don't have Come Back to You
Oh,
because he
okay.
didn't send me it. But I did want to talk about it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Because I was reading in the bio that you sent it that you were releasing it over in the summer, but you're talking a little bit about how it's got delayed. But we actually have a show on October 11th, so
Right.
Ah,
obviously I don't know who the guest is yet, but we'll figure that out.
It's invisible.
okay. Yeah, man. That well, I will, if I mean, I'll send you guys a song and you can.
I can always play it in the intro.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be much appreciated.
Then
Thank
then
you.
go then go to the really cool guitar intro just out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. Well, actually, I sampled the intro for the show, so
Oh, you did?
it'll fit. Yeah, it'll be a perfect.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you for the copyright. But,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it.
yeah, that's yeah.
All right. But yeah, talk to
Uh,
us a little bit about Come Back to You. If there's anything, you can kind of, tell us about the song, maybe like a little snippet of what it's about. Obviously, I know you can't give away too much if it's not out yet, but if there's anything you want to tell us about it in general, you're more than welcome to.
yeah, of course. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, it's a song that took a long time for me to write.
Okay.
Um, I think I started, yeah, probably 6 to 8 months, or maybe even a little bit more.
Okay.
Because um, I had the beginning part of it for a long time, and I
Right.
was so, structurally, the song is
Yeah.
like verse, chorus, verse, chorus and then alternate chorus.
Okay.
And I was missing the the alternate chorus. And you know, I was watching the show. You guys might have seen it. The Bear, which is another sort of cooking
Okay.
reference.
I don't think I
But
have, but that might be something I got to check out.
dude, it's with like Jeremy Allen White, like and who's I mean, yeah, Jeremy Allen White, like Ayo Edebiri, I believe her last name is.
Okay.
And like, dude, like it's really, really good.
One thing, one cooking show that I really did like for a little bit was Beat Bobby Flay.
Okay, yeah, man.
I did like that one for a little while. I kind of fell off with it a little bit, but I was watching it for a little bit.
He's an amazing chef, Bobby Flay.
I remember they had, I think it was Bob's Burgers or something down here, or Bobby's
Yeah.
Burgers. I forget exactly what it was called, but he had like this burger chain, and I thought this
Okay.
stuff was so good. Like he had this chip burger, and I don't know what
A
about it
chip.
made it good because I don't know how to cook, but
You put
it
chips
was.
in the burger?
I mean, he had a chip burger. He had like other burgers as well. Like anything with bacon on it was really really good. Bobby's
Is it?
Burger Palace, that's what it was.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
man. Now I only think they have like one in Maryland. They don't have it down here anymore, and I'm kind of sad about it. But
Man, I
nah, man,
mean,
it
well,
was good while it lasted.
how about we what if we reach out to them and next time that we talk, we do the show at Bobby's Burger Palace.
Yo, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Imagine.
Yeah. No, I'm
Actually, I
thinking.
think there's one in Atlantic City.
Is there?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'll do one in AC.
Yeah, I think,
Ruben, you gonna come down there and produce it for us?
yeah, I'll do it.
Hell yeah. Maybe we
Yeah,
could get.
if I stand corrected, I think it's at the resorts.
Maybe we could get PJ back on here while he's barking down there. Get him and Nate to just pop on.
Pop on. We can work that out.
Yeah, shout out to the AC guys. Shout out to them. Shout out to Matt
But we
Bridgestone
could
as well
double
for
check
putting
that.
them on down there.
We could double check that, but I believe there is one at the resorts.
Hell yeah. But
Sweet.
so
So
okay,
the
go ahead.
bear. Yeah, so anyways, there's sort of there's a love story that develops, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
in one of this. I don't want to give too much away,
Right.
but
And
like
you
there-
were just kind of finding a way to put it into words, basically.
yeah, it like inspired me, and like
Okay.
I ended up getting the alternate chorus from
Yeah.
the inspiration from the show The Bear.
Yeah.
So
So let's talk about Hand on Your Heart a little bit, especially because that one's been out for a while. You could talk a little bit more about it. You
of course,
know,
yeah.
if you got an inspiration from that with any of the other, cool cooking shows that you got to put me on to, definitely feel free to let me know. Talk to us a little bit about Hand on Your Heart.
Yeah, man, Hand on My Heart. That was released as part of an album of mine called On the Verge of Something Beautiful. And it's, it was so originally the guys that I wrote it with, one of the guys name who produced the track too, his name is Johnny Black.
Okay.
He had the line that went, "Hand on my heart, you're the only one I want to hold." And I think I got the impression that originally he was thinking of it in like the sense of like, like when you're in a relationship, it's like, you're the only person I want to hold kind of thing.
Yeah.
And maybe this goes into my sort of folkier side of stuff too.
That's okay. That's that
But
kitchen side.
yeah, well, there's a lot there's a lot of you could say like uh what are they, not oxymorons, but like just like opposites, I think within me, and I think within a lot of people. Like,
Paradox, is it?
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
paradoxes. Where like, like things like working in a kitchen like is so intensively like high stressful like situations, and
Yeah.
a lot of you're dealing with a lot of hot stuff,
Yeah.
open fires,
Yeah.
knives,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, you know. But then I'll go and I'll like sit down with like just an acoustic guitar and just like sort of sing with a soft voice and
Yeah.
write like about my emotions and feelings and um it's like yeah, there's all these it's yeah,
Yeah, no, it's
two
it,
sides.
it it's a paradox if you think about it. You go to one place and it's high stress. You're kind of in the zone, maybe a little bit angry. Letting words fly out of the mouth, and you go to another place and it's kind of the exact opposite where you get into your feels a little bit. No,
Yeah.
I get that. That actually makes perfect sense for sure. That's definitely a paradox.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like that's, um that's what being sort of human is, I guess. Like
100%. For
yeah,
sure.
all these it's a full it's a spectrum of emotions, man.
Hey, hey,
Um
Ruben, before Ella starts crying on the show, you ready to get the song playing? All right, everybody. This is Hand on Your Heart by ELLIS SCHOEL right here on Hamilton Radio. Check out this song as well as a lot of his other music. But for right now, put a hand right over it.
Yes.
3 a.m. Friday night, I still see your face.
Yo, Ruben.
In the sweater you wore, still in the same place. I still smell your perfume, couldn't wash your pillowcase. One last piece of you now that I can't replace. And I still hear you walking down these halls, see your shadow dancing on these walls. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. And you're the one that haunts me the most, and I'm still living here with your ghost. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. Late at night when I'm driving on down these streets, hear the playlist that we called You and Me. Even when I go to grab a couple groceries, I can't help but pick up all your favorite things. And I still hear you walking down these halls, see your shadow dancing on these walls. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. And you're the one that haunts me the most, and I'm still living here with your ghost. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. If only you could see, all along you were my missing piece. And I can't let it be, 'cause even when you're gone, I'm still giving you the best of me. And I still hear you walking down these halls, see your shadow dancing on these walls. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. And you're the one that haunts me the most, and I'm still living here with your ghost. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, you're the only one I wanna hold. Hand on my heart, the only one I wanna hold.
All right, everybody. That was Hand on My Heart right here on Hamilton Radio. This is Hot Tag Takes. And before we get into anything else that we're going to talk about on the show, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Help us get to 4,000 subscribers. We're really close. We're only about 60 away. Help us get to 4K, baby.
Help us get to 5K, baby.
Yeah, 5K too. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's try
And we got to do 4K first.
I
Ruben's
know.
getting a little ahead of himself.
I'm very positive about that. You know.
Yeah, man. You can see the light bulbs going off in his head. It's not just shiny. All right, but this is Hot Tag Takes right here on HamiltonRadio.net. We have ELLIS SCHOEL here with us. We're going to talk about his next track in a little bit. We may only have time for one more, unfortunately. I did not expect to have this much kitchen potty mouth talk, but I'm enjoying it. So before we get into that, we may talk a little bit more about it. I am going to go back to the Canadian Beats interview for a bit. During that time, you were listening to some early Drake, specifically off of his album Take Care, because it was released in 2011. You know, the only song, when it was released in 2011, the only song that you listened to from that album was Headlines. Since then, have you gone back and listened to anything else from Drake that's maybe like 10 plus years back, maybe Thank Me Later, Nothing Was the Same, or did we just stick with Take Care?
So the Drake stuff, I think it was mostly the Take Care.
Okay.
I definitely I love the album that he did with Future.
Okay.
What was it called? It was called like it wasn't Big Rings, but it was it had like Big Rings on it. It had like Live from the Gutter on it. That sort of era there. That was like
I'm actually trying to think of the
that
name of that myself.
Yeah. What was that called?
Hold on.
Dang.
Let me actually look that up myself. What a Time to Be Alive. That's what it was.
What a time to be. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Phew, what a time it was, honestly.
That was the 2015 one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a time to be alive.
That was like right
My
before he
God.
dropped like Views and stuff too. Like I was like over in
Yeah,
summer
man.
16.
No,
kind
because
of thing.
I still, when I like first like remembered Drake from anything else other than Degrassi, I think was Best I Ever Had. Because that was like back in
Mhm.
09. This is like real early Drake. This is so far gone.
But yeah, that was the first.
That was like his big
Album.
first one.
Yeah.
Like I think there was one that I listened to before that from like 07, but like I didn't even realize that was Drake back then.
And
And then he started becoming a little bit bigger in the music scene outside of Degrassi. And then after Best I Ever Had, you know, he was just all the way up in the stratosphere after that.
Yeah, he like, I mean, I remember him blowing up. Yeah, like, so I'll be honest with you. Like, the early Drake discography is like sort of the stuff that I don't necessarily have too much of a grasp on.
Okay.
The one where he had the blue background, Nothing Was the Same.
That probably, yeah.
Okay. That's sort of when he really started to blow up, right? And then there was like, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. And there was like, that one had like Energy on it, or like, yeah.
Nothing Was the Same was like from 2013, so like I knew who Drake was by then.
Right.
Maybe like more people were starting to find out who he was. But
Yeah.
like I remember as like, yeah, the first time I like remembered who Drake was Best I Ever Had, because then he put out Over, then he put out the remix with Eminem.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
so true. But
So-
yeah, man, the headlines thing. It's funny, like,
For sure.
I could probably still rap the whole thing for you. But, like, you know, like,
Dude, to be honest, like I'm not like, you know, huge with like lyrics and like remembering them. I'll just be listening to the song. Dude, I could probably still do Rap God to this day, like the fast
Oh,
verse.
yeah?
Yeah,
Yes,
like
we
I
do.
made a
Let's do this
point
on
to
Rap
learn the
God.
fast verse when it came out, because you know you want to like try to impress some people with it
Yeah.
and shit.
Karaoke kind of. When you're, like,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I was about to say, we know I'm not going on any other stage.
Oh, dude.
Put
Well, you'll come when I'm in
Get
when I'm in
get
New
dr-
Jersey. You
get
come on stage with me, man.
get your. Watch me get so drunk that I'm gonna start singing Rap God on stage.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure there's a market for it.
I would pay.
100% believe that. So, but you do have 2 other songs that, you did send over. Unfortunately, we only have time for one of them. We have Will You Still Remember, as well as Beautiful Mistake. Which one would you rather hear? Because this is your music. I wanted to give you the choice either way.
Let's do I think let's do Will You Still Remember?
Will you
That
still
one,
remember?
Yeah, man.
All
That
right, Will
one,
You Still Remember? Talk to us about it.
Yeah, so with that one, I think the goal was really to make a song that when you're on a road trip and you want to have the windows down and the wind coming in, you could just blast that and really enjoy it.
Yeah, man.
But also keeping the sort of good lyricism within
Yeah.
it. So,
For sure.
and I think we did pretty good about it.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in this one. Ruben, you got this track ready? I think I just caught you sleeping. I think I could hear Ruben snoring for a little bit. I just didn't want to say anything. It's Will You Still Remember? All right, we're all good? All right, this is John BRECKO here on Hamilton Radio with Ellis Schchoel. This is Hot Tag Takes, and you better fucking remember.
You and I driving with nowhere to go. Favorite song playing on the radio, and it's all I need, yeah. Window rolled down, got the wind in your hair. Feels like we're flying, we ain't going nowhere, and it's all I need, yeah. You and I spending the time of our life. We just won't know it till it passes by. Will you still remember when the days start turning into the years? Will you still remember all the ways I used to wipe all your tears? And how this feels when you're by my side. I want it for the rest of my life. Will you still remember? 'Cause I'll always remember. Just like an angel lending me your wings, saving my heart like you're pulling a string, and it's all I need, yeah. How could I tell you what you mean to me? Bring me to life, you're the air that I breathe, and it's all I need, yeah. Will you still remember when the days start turning into the years? Will you still remember all the ways I used to wipe all your tears? And how this feels when you're by my side. I want it for the rest of my life. Will you still remember? 'Cause I'll always remember. You and I driving with nowhere to go. Favorite song playing on the radio, and it's all I need, yeah. Will you still remember when the days start turning into the years? Will you still remember all the ways I used to wipe all your tears? And how this feels when you're by my side. I want it for the rest of my life. Will you still remember? 'Cause I'll always remember.
All right, everybody, that was Will You Still Remember by Ellis Schoeel right here on Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net. We've only got a few minutes left with Ellis. Unfortunately, not enough people have subscribed yet where I could quit real life and be able to do this full time. So I do, unfortunately, have to go to work in a little bit, but I do want to ask Ellis one more thing before we go. You know, we had a busy summer. You've got a new song coming out October 11th, Come Back to You. And obviously, you know, now we've got a new song that we could play for the next time you're on in Beautiful Mistake. I'm kind of glad we ended with Will You Still Remember instead of Beautiful Mistake, because we had too much potty talk for this to be a mistake. That can't work. But I'm very happy to have you on, but my question simply is, what's next for Ellis Schoeel?
What's next for Ellis Schoeel, man? Well, what's next? Well, I know tomorrow is gonna be another day in the kitchen.
This guy.
But,
What's
yeah,
next for
no.
Ellis Schoeel? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And then after that is the next day.
And then it'll be, and then next week, and no, I'm joking. But what's next, man? I mean, like it's it's a good question. I think I'm always in this constant flux of sort of just trying to be writing all the time. That's probably when I feel like my happiest, and I just want to be able to make the best music that feels like it's given me energy, that I feel like it's going to be giving other people, good energy, and make people feel something. So I will definitely be putting a lot of time and effort into making that happen.
All right. Well, I do have to say this. Very, very happy to have you on. Definitely enjoyed the conversation with you today, and I appreciate you coming on very much. I would definitely love to have you back on the show. We just got to make sure Ruben doesn't try to interrupt your stories again, man.
Well,
What was that? Huh? What? Huh? I can't hear it.
No, did you? You should have seen him pop up from the side. He literally looks like he's sleeping. He looks like he's popping up like 5 more minutes.
Well, Ruben, it was a pleasure to get
too, Ellis.
to
Hey,
talk
man.
with you, and
Yeah, your songs are great, man.
thank
Yeah,
you
man.
so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I really
Yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah, not too many artists that come on the station. I don't really enjoy some of them, but this was great.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Like that means a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna give and I don't do this for everybody, but I'm gonna give Gino the song, so he can play it
Oh, that's
later on.
good.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
No,
it's
for
great.
sure.
Yeah,
But-
this is really good.
Yeah, I 100% enjoyed it. Thank you for coming on again. Would love to have you back in the future, for
Thank
sure.
you so much for having me.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to chat, and we we'll work on the Bob's Burger Palace thing.
Hell yeah.
And we'll do it, man. Yeah, and thank you so much to my team, your team, for organizing this, and I'd love to do it again sometime.
Yeah, man, for sure. But everybody, this was Hot Tag Takes right here on HamiltonRadio.net. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help us get to 4,000 subscribers. We're super close. Let's do it. Next show is in October 8th. Peace out.